Hazak u'baruch. Good morning, Moray v'Rabotai. Be'ez Hashem, Mincha is going to be 5:05 for the rest of the week. The learning today is in honor Lilui Nishmat Markaba Tamara, sponsored by Ephraim Ibragimov. Hazak u'baruch. Further sponsorships, please contact Rabbi Babayev. The halacha tells us that this is pertinent to the holiday of Sukkot, where a person has a sukkah and he wants to cover the sukkah maybe with a plastic or a tarp, or sometimes they have something more professional that you unroll it and it's connected to the sukkah and it gets unrolled and it covers the sukkah. And the reason why he would want to do that, obviously the sukkah will not be kasher if he does that, but he wants to do that protected against the rain, so that when it stops raining, he can open it and then use the sukkah and he won't have to clean everything. So is he allowed to do that on Yom Tov or on Shabbat? Is that something that is permitted to be done? Or is it asur because it's making a tent, it's protecting against the elements? So the halacha here is relevant to the incredible exception, the unique exception the Chachamim made, which is called Tosefet Ohel. Once you already have a tent that is affixed, then you're allowed to add to the tent. And this is a perfect example. Here you already have a tent. What's my tent? The schach. The schach makes an oil. It makes an asiyat sukkah. It shades, it protects the person from the elements. Albeit it's not a complete protection, right? With against the rain, it's not a protection. The rain can go through, but nevertheless, it's considered an ohel. And therefore, adding to the ohel, Tosefet Ohel, means in addition to the ohel, is permitted on Yom Tov and on Shabbat. So therefore, now a person wants to put a plastic on top of that, mutar to do that. All I'm doing is I'm adding to the ohel. Or he wants to go ahead and unroll those metal things that cover the sukkah, that's mutar, that would be permitted to be done, because that is already called an ohel, and he's extending it so that it continues and it's covered even a better fashion. So this is a perfect example of something that the halacha permits, and it's important to know this halacha in order to safeguard and protect the sukkah. So then at least when it stops raining, it becomes easy to function and to use the sukkah. Masha'enkin, if he doesn't do that, a lot of times it continues to drip even after it rains, and then it's impossible to sit in the sukkah. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.